Hey, you guys, Sarah Picaro. Just wanted to share insight that one of my clients shared with me after our session. She came to me because there were so many things that were good in her life. She had a great job, she had a great family, she had a great relationships. And if you've been following me for any length of time, you know that I generally talk about all the things that are bad, especially in the realm of toxic narcissistic relationships. She had long gotten out of that and gotten herself into a career that she loved, put herself through school, has an incredible family, and so many things are good. But she came to me because she was feeling bad about feeling good. So there's the beginning of her breakthrough and conflict. How can someone feel so bad about feeling good? And because she felt so bad about feeling so good about where she's at now in life and everything she's gone through, and how she's come out through the other side, how in the world can someone feel so bad about that? And started to lead to really negative, toxic self behaviors. She was drinking too much. She was using other products that are out there. I'm not going to name them on here, to really come down at the end of each day, would give work her all, would really truly pour her heart and her soul into being the best mother and partner that she could be with her family, and felt so bad about feeling so good. So if that's you, there's more there. And it was so fascinating. What came up during our session was a natural regression back to a time when she was a little girl and her parents were splitting up and her parents were divorcing and separating. And she was young enough that she doesn't quite remember all the details and doesn't remember the conflict and the argument, said, that's just kind of the way that it was. But a memory came to her mind, a natural regression, which occurs when you're in trance and you're really connecting with the unconscious, that has all to do with this concept of feeling bad about feeling good today. And this was her being a little girl and going back and forth, as so many people do, between one parent's house and the other. And never hearing the mother talk badly about the father, but knew there was a bit of tension there and she could feel it. Sometimes hear it during the exchange, but she doesn't consciously remember or recall her mom ever saying anything bad about her dad. But she said this feeling was there. It was a feeling in my throat and in my chest of just tightness, a feeling of tension, a feeling of unease and uncertainty. And I never really knew what that was. But she said, I remember my mom just, you have to go to your dad's house, and going to my dad's house for the weekend, and then coming back, my mom picking me up and acting all happy. Hey, how was your weekend? And really, really wanting to tell her mother that she had a great time with her dad, that they went and did the fun things, that she really enjoyed her time with her dad. And particularly around the time when dad got a new partner, and that new partner started coming around. This little girl wanting to tell, well, this now grown woman, but then little girl wanting to tell mommy, I really like daddy's new girlfriend. I really enjoy her. She's really nice, but feeling afraid and feeling scared to tell mom that she had a really good time and really liked her and enjoyed herself around her, because she knew that mommy was hurt by daddy and didn't quite understand why, but now was going with daddy and seeing daddy with another woman and them having a good time and her having a good time with them, and feeling guilt and shame for having a good time with them because she didn't want to hurt her mother. She already knew and felt that her mother was hurting. Even without her mother having to say it, she could feel it, she knew it, and didn't want to hurt her mother any further or any more by telling her she had a really good time with daddy on the weekend and during her time with her, and also really liked and had a good time with daddy's new person, with daddy's new partner. So the feelings of guilt and shame then unconsciously became connected to having a good time. And this is all part of her breakthrough. This was part of that aha light bulb moment of awareness and logically understanding I'm not a little girl anymore. That's been over 30, 40 years. But this is the core and this is the root of it. She could feel it. And through our breakthrough and through our transformation session, release herself from the guilt and shame of feeling bad about feeling good. It was so phenomenal and so incredible. And that was just one of the connections that she made that she shared with me after our session, which is why I wanted to create this video and share that with you. All of our problems, the very core and the very root of the problems and the symptoms of the problems that we're having today, like her using alcohol and her numbing out on her phone and her using other substances to try and calm down and not understanding, why do I feel so bad when I have and do feel so good and have so many things in my life today that are so good? Why do I feel so bad about that? Why do I feel guilty about having a really good life? So through our breakthrough and through our transformation session, that's what she was able to unconsciously connect to and break through. And in that, there's choice and there's freedom. Logically, you can understand, I know I went through things in my past and my childhood, but if it was anything like that, that's a very normal childhood. And that's something that wasn't just a one-time occurrence or event. It was a continued and repeated event. She continued to go to dad's house every other weekend, continued to spend time and enjoy being with dad and being with dad's new partner and feel good, and continue to feel bad about feeling good because she also wanted her mom to feel good. And then another connection she made was this being afraid to speak up. And she went back to another regression of saying, Mommy, I want to tell you something, but I don't want you to get mad. And feeling that feeling come up, the feeling of anxiety and the churning in her stomach come up to her throat, where she almost felt physically sick about wanting to tell her mom, because telling people is a way of sharing, is a way of connecting, and almost felt anxious and physically sick about wanting to tell her mom about her feeling good and having a great weekend and a really good time and connecting. So if you're having symptoms or problems like that in life today, if you're feeling bad about feeling good and you cannot figure it out, you cannot get to a place of truly deeply understanding it, that's because it's unconscious. It's in your unconscious mind, and you can only get to it so far within yourself, because your mind will block you and say, no, 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 remember that caused you a lot of pain. You don't want to go back there. My job is to move you away from that pain and move you towards pleasure and have you really, truly do the best you can to enjoy your life. So that's why transformation and breakthrough has to happen at the unconscious level if it's going to be true, if it's going to be lasting, if it's going to be permanent. Otherwise, you kind of get this yo-yo effect of trying to figure it out on your own. So I would love to talk to you more about being guided to wherever your mind needs to take you, whatever your mind needs to show you, so that you can have that connection, that powerful breakthrough and that transformation, and get you to going, oh my gosh, it all makes so much sense now, because it's like dominoes. Once you knock over that one main one that's holding up all the others, or all the others behind it that you can't get to because that one is standing in the way, when you knock that one down, all the other problems go with it, because problems hold hands with other problems. So if you can't figure it out on your own and you're ready for that transformation breakthrough, and this resonates with you, you connect with this and you say, yeah, wow, I really need something like that because I've tried so many other things and they just haven't worked, then I would love to speak with you. So you can find more information on how to connect in the links in the description below this video. And until then, I can give you advice and say, don't feel bad about feeling good. We all deserve to feel good, because we truly all do deserve to feel good. But if you don't, and you can't figure out why, and you are tired of the struggle and conflict of trying to figure it out on your own and just hitting that brick wall, then let's connect. All right, guys, have a wonderful day. We'll connect